Yeah, yeah, exactly. I would say, especially, are you going to be like stopping at grocery stores to get some traveling food, or are you going to just try to go to like McDonald's and stop and goes and
Well, since
restaurants? What's your
we're
plan?
staying with family and friends the whole time, I will have access to home cooked food. Then there's the thing of there's so many things I can't eat unless I actually want to get sick right on the spot. For example, I'm on this anti-inflammatory diet. I think we've talked about it a little bit. And the whole idea is if you eat a grain or a protein, you have to eat 2 servings of fruit or vegetable. And you look at it by volume. So if you eat this much, grain or protein, you have to eat this much fruit and vegetable with it.
Okay.
So, but one of the things I discovered is I'm really, really sensitive to nightshades. Nightshades make me really sick. So all of a sudden, I can't just go through McDonald's drive-through and get a bag of French fries and go, well, that's fine. It's a vegetable. Potatoes or a nightshade, right? So that's out. I can't eat tomatoes. I can't eat peppers. I can't eat eggplant.
Wow,
Stuff that's
there's a
really,
lot of
really
things you
common. Plus, I can't eat onions. Onions make me violently ill. So eating out is already a challenge for me anyway. So then, to add that on top of, well, you're traveling, you want to experience a local culture. Oh, well, I can't eat jambalaya because it's full of all these things that make me really sick. And so it's just this big, huge challenge of what am I going to do? But like I said, fortunately, I will be in people's homes, so at least I can say, well, I'll go to the grocery store, I'll get this and that and the other, and have a little ice cooler and, put something in it.
That's perfect. That's what I would do. That's how I travel now. I just take nutritious things with me, especially like on a long road trip. And like when we went to the national parks, basically we went out to eat breakfast, and then we had a main meal in the evening. And then throughout the day, I had like bars, boiled eggs, fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I had to eat a lot of Triscuits because we were going up and down on the mountains really fast, and my ears, they don't pop easy. And I'm married to someone who used to fly. So he doesn't have any issues. He can go up and down that mountain very fast, and he never has any issues. But my ears start hurting excruciating if I don't pop them, and I won't be able to pop unless I'm like got a lot of dry crackers in my mouth to swallow hard. So when we're going through those mountains over there, I'm not usually even hungry when we get somewhere, and that gains me weight big time. But it's like versus the excruciating pain, I'll just take the weight off when I get home. So anyway, just try to gauge it like that. If you have stopping at some famous restaurants and you want to try the cuisine that doesn't get you sick, do that. I would say stop at grocery stores and pick things up and take a cooler and go that way. So we're talking about traveling. Rebecca is going to go on a trip down to Texas here in about a week. She lives in Seattle, and she's going to come here. She's kind of a cousin to me, sort of. And she's coming here. Her mom.
Been in the family long enough that you're a cousin.
Yeah. The Dennis has always kept me as family. That Jonna's my sister, and Jason's my brother, and so is Whit, and so it's just it's all one big happy family. But anyway, so she's going to go like on a trip down the south from there, and she's kind of wondering what's a good plan for her to stay healthy but still enjoy the places she's going. And if you're going to stay at people's houses, I would say, go to the store, take things to travel with in your cooler, like fruit and boiled eggs and turkey slices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then eat at a restaurant. Like if you eat breakfast somewhere, can you have eggs and?
Oh yeah, eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, my typical
breakfast is going to be easy.
Veggies.
Okay.
But if you eat out, people don't have veggies at breakfast. They have toast and hash browns, which I can't eat.
Yeah. Well, you can have omelet with vegetables in it.
Yeah, as long as it's not onions and peppers and tomatoes, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. No onions. Yeah, peppers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, eggs.
Yeah. No, I love eggs.
Becky, can I say something?
Sure, Melissa.
I have family who work in restaurants, and one of the things that they have said is anytime you go to a restaurant, if something that you can eat is anywhere on the menu, so if you want berries and they're somewhere on the menu, no matter whether it's the breakfast menu or not, they're in the restaurant. And she said they don't mind, if you say, hey, medical condition, you don't want me dying on the floor here. So they know it's really serious. But she says they don't mind pulling something out. They may say, okay, it's just going to be steamed, or okay.
Or it'll be an extra charge or whatever.
Yeah, but usually it's not even an extra charge because they've already got it.
Right.
So it's not a big deal for them to fix it for you.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to.
All they can say is no, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's all they can say.
They want your money, so.
Right. And the gal in the family who works in the restaurant said, don't be afraid to say, you see this on the lunch menu, this says that you've got this somewhere in your cooler.
Right. And they've got a stock for that day, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good to remember. I don't eat out very much, so it's going to be a huge change for me. I eat out, a couple times a month, maybe. So I think that's another reason why my gut doesn't like when I eat out, because I'm just not used to it, and the food tends to be so much richer. And yeah.
Do what you try to get it as normally as you can that you fix at home. A lot of the restaurants will do everything you ask them to. So anyway, well, I hope that helped. And the next thing I was going to say, I should introduce everybody. This is Melissa. She's in Ohio, wave. Okay. And the other one's Deborah. She's in Austin, Texas.
Hi.
Okay. And I guess we're going to be the only ones on tonight. So we'll just get a move on here, and because we're recording, and good
job, Becky. I noticed that little recording button up there, so I went, yes.
We were in the middle of the travel thing, and I was all into it. I went, got to push that button. So
thank you. Remembered.
Yeah, I did good.
You did. Good job.
I was going to say that if you notice, we're a quarter of the way through the challenge, according to the little gauge on our thing, and so that's good. We'll be done by the end of October. So I just say keep your focus. We can do anything for a month. And I was going to say I have loved. I was going to tell y'all when the challenge started, I didn't actually start on that day because I was here for the event and I was in the room and everything like that, participating. But my eating healthy did not start till the following Monday because Kayla, my daughter, had the baby shower, and I was with my dad and I was with Kayla and them, so it was not conducive to healthy eating at all. And alcohol was consumed. So anyway, the following Monday I started actually getting healthier again, and thank goodness, because I was way past my red mark. All right, so I started drinking 80 ounces a day of water because of the challenge. I've never drank that kind of water. I drank 64 to 76, something like that, thinking I'm doing really good by doing that, right? And I started drinking 80 ounces of water last Monday, and I'm telling you, every day except one, I've been lower in weight. So I've passed my back to normal again, and even on the way below that, like I wanted to do with this challenge to get some pounds off before the holidays. And so, and then yesterday, I drank 100 ounces. I saw in the thing that it was like really good thing to do, optimal health, right? So I said, I don't know if I can do that, but I just said I'm going to do it. I had actually finished it all by 7, and I finished today's by 7. But I was going to tell you that yesterday when I weighed in, and then I drank 100 ounces of water, the next day I was down a whole pound from yesterday. So I can only attribute it to water. So if you're not drinking the water, drink the water. And if you are already, well, then keep on, because it's helping, and it's helping your weight loss. So if you're here to lose weight, if you're here to maintain, that's just good to keep your body hydrated all the time, And so I just wanted to share that, because I thought it was very, very good. And then also, if I was going to tell anybody who was here on there's one lady who said she didn't have a camera on her computer, and I said, well, you can use the camera on your phone, but she's not here tonight, so I will message her that. And we got done on what to do on a trip. And I'm going to say something from my niece, Kelsey, who's on the program. Not on the program, she's on the challenge. And she said that she teaches, and she's had an issue with candy being everywhere. And she just can't stay out of it. And I'm going to go, you can do this. She put that posting on the wall, if you noticed. And so you saw what I said. But so I was just going to tell everybody, try to say this October in 2014, I'm not going to have candy, and see, just to if I don't know if that's even a factor with any of you guys, but it might be for someone who watches the recording. So just say, I'm on this challenge. I'm going to stick to the challenge, and I'm not going to have any candy. And then, like I said, if I always told Kelsey, if check out who's eating the candy, and you may not want to, if you want to be healthy, you want to do what healthy people do. And healthy people don't keep candy on their desk and keep eating it all day. They just don't. And then I was going to tell you all about the surveys that you fill out every week for 5 points. I don't know if you know this, but when you fill out the survey, you do get 5 points. And then also you get in a drawing for $25 cash. And so I didn't know if you knew that. It's going to be in the whole Drawlinger challenge. So everybody that's in that challenge right on the main wall there. So, and they're only going to pick 4 people. So, but if you win, so every time you fill out a survey, I could win $25 for this. So, so fill those out. And then they're also having mini challenges. They just started this week. I don't know if somebody had a brainstorm or something, but it started on, the challenge actually runs from like Monday morning at 0001 to the following Sunday night at midnight. And so when the surveys come out, they come out on that Monday, the wee hours of Monday morning, and they last a whole week. Well, they're saying that for what they would like to do now is have mini challenges where if you, even if you have, 5 points or 10 points, 0 points, and you, but on that day at midnight, if you click all the points you can that week, you're going to be in a group giveaway of mini awards. So, so I try to click my points all the time. I'm hoping that the challenge itself is going to divide up some cash awards, because that when you pay that $20, $1/4 of it goes into incentives. And one of it is the $25 cash. And one of them, next week's survey is going to be $75 off a coaching kit if you're interested in coaching for our company. But, so, and then the following week's going to be back to scholarships for doing our program, but there's also cash, and there's also gift cards coming. There's all kinds of things like that coming out for anybody who's, wants to do that. But the mini challenge is going to be everybody who is a high scorer. I don't know how they're going to decide which one's high scorer, but maybe able to click 90% of their points every day for that week will split cash for that week. So that gives you incentive, even if you have 5 points, to on Monday morning start again with the points and start accruing. So this is important for everybody listening that's watching the recording, because you can earn points and by watching the recording, and then but your points will all for that mini challenge, we all start at 0, in other words, on the mini challenge, and then every week. So if you can have a week where you can actually click in every day, morning and evening, and change all those X's, those gray X's to yellow, green checks, you're going to be in the running for the mini challenge cash awards. So that's another incentive. But plus, I have just enjoyed reading everything, watching the videos, and everybody's encouraging remarks. I love our team. We encourage each other so much, and I love that about us. I mean, some of us know each other. There's a lot of people from Houston on this, but nobody's here tonight. But but they're, like half my team is from the Houston church that I used to go to. And so, I'm sure that they encourage each other when they're at church and stuff. So anyway, that's all the points, all the things I wanted to make tonight. Do you guys have anything that you'd like to share? Quiet. Have you enjoyed it? Has the challenge helped you guys stay focused on being healthy?
Yeah, I think it keeps it in the front of your mind.
I
love the exercise videos.
I know. I have loved that. Like I said, I wouldn't have started drinking 80 ounces of water if I didn't get that point. And I started parking far away for the point. I'm at Walmart. I come all the way back now. And I go, I'm going to get that point tonight. And see, what else do I do different? Mostly the water is the biggest difference. But there's something else that because I want to click that, I do it every day. And so, yeah, watching the videos and you know what I tried to do as of this week, yesterday, I said, instead of just watching, I'm going to actually do the 15 reps. So, I started doing it. And even though I didn't have tomato cans, I think just doing this, I think it was the deltoids today.
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to just do that because feels good. And I did it without any weights or anything. So
my challenge to myself this week is to sit on the ball when I'm at the computer. Sit on the exercise.
That works your core.
Yeah.
So that's good. I've been standing. Oh, that was it. I've been standing a lot whenever I can. Like one of the things that you click on there is, have you been able to stand instead of sit during something? So anyway, I've been doing a little bit of that and just exercising every day. I didn't really do that before. I didn't do that on Wednesday, but it was not my fault. I had it on the schedule, but something happened. But anyway, and I've been scheduling it in my phone so that I could do it. Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys that I'm going to be sending a message to anybody who is kind of behind in points and stuff like that to kind of give them incentive to whatever they can do to improve that, and then to tell them about the mini challenge. I'll tell them to watch this. And I want to try to do that tomorrow because I'm going out of town, and we're going to see how well I do. I'm meeting my friends from Waters Road. We're having a girls' weekend.
Good.
And the good part is we can't all get together until late Friday night. Most of them are coming in really late on Friday. And I'm meeting my sister and my brother-in-law tomorrow in somewhere right outside of Burnett to have salmon. So I know that on Friday I can be pretty much good the whole time. It's just Saturday. Am I going to, and you know what, Rebecca, it is just like I was saying, I'm not going to, if it's, about good times together and when you're with your dear friends and you just kind of want to celebrate.
Yeah.
And so if that comes up, I'm not going to say, no, I'm not going to have that with you because I'm on program. I'll just say, I'll probably just enjoy things on Saturday. And hopefully, I think most of my friends are trying to be healthy anyway. So hopefully, we won't be too bad. But a lot of times when we have a dessert, we split it all anyway. And I know with this particular group, there won't be any alcohol because there's some issues with that group and they don't drink. So that's a good thing for me. Right. And I'll save a lot of calories there because anytime I do that, it's bad the next time I weigh in. So I've got that going for me. But just if I usually kind of check on Saturday on everything. And if I can, I'm going to be on. But we'll just see how it goes. So if you don't hear from me a whole day, don't panic. I'll be back again. But I want the points, so I'm probably going to get in there somewhere and get those points. So anyway, so that's all the news from Lake Wobegon.
So like when we're filling out the exercise log and stuff, do we need to check those little things? So I did in the beginning, and then I thought, well, it's the same thing every day. And so I just put in what I'd done, but I didn't check the little things on the side.
I just do. I know it's not extra points, but
Okay.
I think it's like what Dr. Anderson calls neat points. It's like it's things you can do to be more active without being at the gym, you know? And so those are kind of just ideas to do. And I guess you could put that on the log. Yes, I did some things in it, because you can even add exercise to it. But I just kind of, whenever he listed those things, it put in my mind, I didn't think about doing those things. So now I see them there. I'm going to click them, even though I don't get a point for it. But I just, so, if you don't have to, but it just kind of reminds you things that you can do.
Right.
So,
yeah, well, I have to say this program has been very helpful in the sense that over a year ago, I decided I was going to work on being fit.
mm-hmm.
But now I turned 55, I really want to be on my way to being as fit as I can. And so I've been working out with a personal trainer and, doing the anti-inflammatory diet and all that sort of stuff. And so this has just been a nice little extra for me. Like it just is a little extra little nudge, like, oh yeah, I'm doing what I need to do. And I got people here that are encouraging, and yeah, I like it.
Oh, good. This was my first challenge also. So I didn't know how it was going to be. Everybody who's done them before in our company are very excited about it, because they just love the way everything's so supportive. There's a lot of support. And like, even if you go to that main challenge wall, these are people you don't even know, and they're encouraging you if you're having any kind of a struggle. So, or just reading what they're going through and how they got through it. I love that. I think that's probably my favorite part, is the support for staying on program. And you're not the only one out there,
Yeah.
So, well, it's 8:25 here in the great state of Texas, and I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting so that I'm always going to try to keep it. I always reserve it for 8:30, but if I can, I think it's important for us all to be with our families too. So I want to keep it like at 8:20, 8:25, something like that. So anyway, for anybody listening later, if you have any questions about anything that we talked about tonight, just put it on the wall or message me, and we will talk to you all later. Have a good weekend. The weekend's coming. And keep your water going.
Fun.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, stop.